The valley was silent, too silent. Commander Nathan Griff Callahan crouched behind a shattered wall, his M4 balanced on a broken stone edge. Each breath hung in the freezing night air like smoke. Around him, the rest of SEAL Team 7 hugged the dirt, trapped under relentless fire. The mission had unraveled from the start. Intel said they'd be grabbing a Taliban courier under the cover of darkness. Instead, as soon as their boots hit the ground, insurgents swarmed from the cliffs like hornets from a broken nest. 3 hours later, the team was nearly out of ammo, their comms man gone, their escape route cut off. "We can't hold much longer," muttered Chief Petty Officer Ramirez, voice drowned under rattling AK fire and the thump of RPGs that shook the valley walls. Callahan pressed his radio. "Steelback, this is Ghost 2-1, we are danger close. Repeat, danger close, request immediate CAS." Static, then a voice. "Cool, steady female. Ghost 2-1, this is Falcon, 10 minutes out in an A-10 fully loaded, mark your position." An A-10 Thunderbolt II, the Warthog, a flying tank built around a GAU-8 Avenger cannon that could chew through steel. Callahan had called in Warthogs before, but he'd never heard the call sign Falcon. "Falcon, we're grid 272 by 419. Friendlies surrounded, enemies less than 100 meters. A pause, then her calm reply. "Copy, Ghost, hold on, I'll clear the skis for you." The SEALs clung to cover, Callahan's pulse hammered in his ears, then he heard it, the faint growl of turbofans cutting through the mountain winds. "There she is," Ramirez whispered, spotting a flash of silver above the ridgeline. Falcon's voice crackled again. Visual confirmed, stay low, coming in hot. The A-10 dropped into the valley like a hawk diving for prey. Barely 300 feet off the deck, its wide wings clawed through the cold night air. Tracer fire from insurgents lit up the sky as they turned their guns upward. And then, BRRRT. The cannon roared, a metallic growl that rattled bones and tore the ridge into fire and splinters. Dirt and rock exploded, orange sparks scattering like fireworks. Men screamed and scattered. "Holy hell," gasped one of the younger SEALs, eyes wide. "Good effect on target," Callahan radioed, "but they're regrouping on the south ridge." Copy, Ghost, turning for another run. The A-10 banked hard, engines howling, wings flashing in the lightning-tinged night. She came lower this time, the muzzle of the Avenger flashing like a strobe. Each burst carved the earth, sending shockwaves across the valley. Dirt and shrapnel rained down on the SEALs' helmets. For 15 brutal minutes, Falcon strafed ridge after ridge. She tore apart firing positions, collapsed caves, and silenced RPG crews before they could reload. Her voice over the net was calm, precise, surgical. Finally, "Ghost 2-1, you're clear to move to Bravo extraction, I'll cover." The SEALs didn't hesitate. They bounded from cover, moving fast, rifles up, sprinting toward the far end of the valley. Each time insurgents tried to pin them, the Warthog's cannon thundered and silenced the fight. By the time they reached the extraction zone, the valley was broken. Smoke hung heavy. The only sound was boots crunching on gravel and the fatting growl of the A-10. The MH-47 Chinook dropped in, rotors chopping the night. As the SEALs piled in, Callahan looked up. Falcon circled high, watching, guarding. He keyed his mic one last time. "Falcon, you just saved 12 men tonight, we owe you." A soft chuckle came back. "You don't owe me a thing, Ghost, just pass it forward someday." Weeks later, Callahan finally put a face to the voice. He found her in a dusty hangar, standing under the belly of her A-10 with grease-stained hands. Captain Rebecca Falcon Hayes, 74th Fighter Squadron. She was younger than he'd imagined, early 30s, eyes sharp as glass. "Captain Hayes," he said. She looked up, smirking faintly. "Commander Callahan, you're taller than you sounded on the radio." He laughed, "And you're a lot deadlier." She shrugged, "Just flying my jet." But Callahan shook his head. "No, you didn't just fly your jet, you flew into hell for us. Without you, we'd be names on a wall right now." Rebecca's eyes flicked up to the Warthog looming above them. "People think pilots are far from the fight," she said quietly. "But when I'm up there, I feel every heartbeat of the guys on the ground. I hear their fear, I see the chaos, and I know one thing: I won't let my people die if I can stop it." In that moment, Callahan understood she wasn't just a pilot, she was a guardian angel with titanium wings. Over the months that followed, her legend grew. Rangers, Marines, SEALs, everyone had a Falcon story. She was the one who flew lower than anyone else, who came in under fire without flinching, who never missed when the stakes were life or death. The valley where Callahan's team had nearly been wiped out gained a new name. Angel's Pass, in honor of the night Captain Rebecca Hayes carved salvation out of fire and steel. And for the rest of his career, Nathan Callahan carried one sound like a talisman, the guttural roar of a GAU-8 cannon shredding the dark, and the steady voice of a pilot who refused to let them fall.